Please be seated. On behalf of Monsignor Marine, Father Matt Fraley's, and myself and the parish community of St. Pete's, I want to offer my heartfelt condolences to Robert's family and friends. Know that you've all been in our prayers and that the parish is here to support you in anything you need. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. As Christians, each of us in our own way are called to imitate Christ. In fact, St. Augustine says that it is in the imitation of Christ that the Christian life finds its fundamental purpose. This, then, is a call to live a life of love, not to be consumed with the merely passing things of this life, not to be consumed with the fame or the fortune, or any of these things that can seem important to us at the moment, but the things that are often fleeting or passing. Rather, we are to be consumed with the love that lasts forever, the love that endures. Robert's greatest imitation of Christ was in that self-sacrificial love that he gave his wife, his daughters, his grandchildren, and his friends. He truly lived out what Christ told us in the gospel when he said, "A new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you. By this all men shall know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." If we are then called to love as Christ first loved us, we should look to see how he loved us. Christ's ultimate act of love was in his crucifixion and death. He took every pain of the lash, every fall to the ground, and endured every step on the way to Calvary with an unfailing love for us, each of us. It was in his passion and death that the gates of heaven were open to us. It's in his death that we found eternal life. This, then, is a call to live a life not for oneself, but for others. Robert did this in his marriage of over 40 years to Margaret, caring for her, loving her, working to provide a family and provide housing and food for his family. His two daughters, who he encouraged, to live life to the fullest, encouraged them every step of their way, to really embrace, that call to live a life at the maximum amount, to take risks, to, be challenging. And of course, to his grandkids. But Robert also had many friends, going back to St. Leo's and Father Judge. He showed loyalty to them. Loyalty was an important virtue within Robert's life. That he was willing, to, if he was friends with someone, to walk with them along their path of life. And that is something that is uniquely characteristic of Christ. Christ walks with us in our path. That Christ always is there with us throughout our life, giving us the grace and the strength that we need. And so Robert was able to do that with his friends as well. He knew that he could not put himself first, but like Christ, must always love and serve God and our neighbors. Whether this was help with car trouble or just a phone call away, he was there, for his family and for his friends. Recognizing this, we can be confident that Christ's passion, death, and resurrection, that Robert's death is not the end. The preface for the Mass states, "Lord, for your faithful people, life is changed, not ended." Robert's life has indeed changed, but is not ended. We can be still close to him, and he can be still close to us. We can be close to Robert by praying for him as we do in today's Mass. And when we can be assured that the love and the care and the prayers that he gave us in this life did not end with death, but rather he continues to pray and intercede for us, to watch over us, even today. This is the communion of saints that we profess in the Apostles' Creed, that we are all united, the living and the dead, united around the cross of Jesus and his resurrection. Believing that life is changed but not ended, Let us now pray for Robert. Let us offer this Mass for him. And let us be confident that he is with us today, and that it is now our turn to share the love that Christ gave us, that Robert gave us, with others in our life, realizing it is through sharing of God's love with others that we hold that into eternity, that is what we are going to take with us when God calls us to himself.